This is Nearly Done, a Grace Ford FBI suspense thriller, Book 7, written by Molly Black, read by Caroline. Prologue. Come this way. To Ellie Brooks, the words felt like the beginning of salvation, the chance that she'd been hoping for. It was the right day for such a thing, and the right time, she thought, as she followed the man in the robes. Early morning, on a beautiful early summer's day, and the Illinois landscape was verdant around her. Green fields rolling into the distance, trees heavy and lush with their summer foliage, and the soft rush of the Mississippi River beyond. Insects buzzed around her head, zinging in her ears, before flying off to investigate the wildflowers that grew on either side of this winding, hard-packed path. She hadn't even known this route down to the river existed. Not that she'd had much time to admire nature in recent months, or years. Nope, Ellie thought, feeling the grass tickle her ankles and the hem of the white robe swish above her knees as she followed the solemn, dignified man. Her own skirt, which she wore under the robe he'd given her, was worn, limp, the elastic in the waist ready to perish, but it was one of the last thrift store items she owned. Her wardrobe was nothing more than the basic essentials, because that was what happened when you sold all your belongings to feed the demon that possessed you. This was time for a new chapter of her life. She'd been clean for a week now, and although the craving was still strong, and she longed for meth every hour of the day and dreamed about it at night, she was determined she was going to beat it this time. She'd managed to stave off the cravings for a week, despite many times when she'd almost capitulated to the lure of using. Keeping herself busy had been difficult sometimes, because she'd lost all her friends and didn't like the people she was lodging with. They were users, which didn't help. She'd already had to call the dealer twice in the last week while refusing what he brought. Lifting her hand to brush away a small wasp that was buzzing around her head, Ellie reflected on the harsh reality that after you'd borrowed from friends, and then borrowed again, and then simply begged from them, and then stolen from them, those friends disappeared and you never, ever got them back. And the same could be said for family, shameful as that was. Then again, that was all part of the journey. If you didn't truly hit rock bottom, truly feel that your life was over, then you couldn't find the strength of will to turn yourself around. The path wound its way steeply downward, and her shoe slipped on the track, so that she grabbed at an overhanging branch to steady herself. She didn't want to land on her backside in front of this priest, or rather behind him, as he led the way, keeping a steady and rhythmic pace. It was clear that he'd done this before, many times, that she was in good hands, that with his help...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?